Chapter 4. Payden. Water drips from the ends of my short hair, reflecting its silver color to mimic molten steel when sliding from the strands. I'd scrubbed every inch of my body, spending extra time beneath my nails and around the many jagged cuts flecking my skin. It was only when I emerged from the rapidly cooling bathwater, skin raw, that Ellie hesitantly broke the news to me. All it took was a handful of rage-filled moments to throw on thin pants, pair them with a fitted tunic, and stalk to the door. Ellie was wise enough to stay out of my path, only stepping close enough to offer an apologetic smile and a set of slipper-like shoes. They now cling to my feet as I stride down the hallway, the silk soft against my blistered feet. Faces blur past, but my gaze never strays from that door awaiting me at the end of the corridor. Through my tunnel vision, I see him leaning against it, emanating boredom as he stares pointedly at the shiny boots beneath him. Several seconds pass before his head jerks up suddenly, having heard my thundering footsteps with that hyper ability. His red hair stands out starkly against the crisp imperial uniform fitted to his body. Even with half of his face partially concealed by the white mask, I can still see those brown eyes widen when they land on me. That is when his gaze crinkles with a mingling of joy and relief. He straightens, spreading his arms. "Princess! Glad to see you somehow made it back in one—" My forearm meets the padded chest of his uniform, pushing him hard against the wall. My voice is a low growl that even I didn't know I was capable of until this very moment. "What the hell, Lenny?" "Whoa," he coos softly, hands raised in innocence. "Look, if this is about losing you in Door, I swear I was ready to turn that city inside out to find you, but—" "You know damn well that is not what I'm talking about," I seethe. This is most definitely not the manner in which a future queen would conduct herself, but fortunately for me, I doubt my reputation could get any worse. I push away from him to turn towards the door and Lenny blocks my path. "Move," I bite out. "Well, someone's already growing accustomed to giving orders," he mutters, not budging an inch. I blow out a breath. "Get out of my way, Lenny." "I'm sorry, Princess." He gives me a sympathetic shake of his head. "You know I can't do that." I shove him again. "Let me inside." "Payden, please. Just take a breath." "I promised," I choke out, vision suddenly blurry with unshed tears. "I promised to avenge Adina." Another shove, this one weaker. "So let me inside this damn room, Lenny." Sympathy smothers his face, crowding around his features like the freckles splattering his skin. "I have strict orders from the king not to let you see her," he whispers. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I grow suddenly numb, every thought muffled and feeling detached. My fingers uncurl from his uniform, slide from his chest. Blair tore a branch through Adina's chest during that final trial. My voice is distant, as though the words are falling from someone else's lips. And I'm going to kill her for it. Lenny reaches for me, hesitant. His hands cup my shoulders, steadying. "I get it. Trust me, I do." He sighs through his nose. "But you can't kill her on my watch. And Kit knows you won't kill me to get to her. At least," he adds skeptically, "I would hope not." A sound slips past my lips, something like a scoff. Of course, Kit knew I would come after Blair for what she did to Adina, what she did to me. It's genius, really, stationing Lenny as her guard. He knows how much I care for him, and he's used that against me. You can't be her shield forever. "And when I'm not," he says slowly, "you can do with her as you please. Though I don't recommend doing anything rash." "Rash?" I scoff, eyes ablaze. "The thought of killing her is all that's kept me going. I've given my decision plenty of thought, I assure you." "Payden." He shakes his head, red hair rippling with the movement. "That was before all this. Before you were betrothed to the king." I wince at his words, feeling the sudden weight of that ring on my finger. He runs a hand down his face before leaning in to murmur, "You can't just go around killing people anymore." Anymore? This time, he's the one wincing at the quiet hurt in my voice. I never wanted to kill anyone. I've only ever defended myself. But her... I jab a finger towards the door beside us. She is to blame for what I've become. I know, he says softly, wrapping an arm around me. I know, Princess. I'm sorry. I step into his embrace, clutching him tightly. My face is buried against his uniform, nose stinging from the starchy scent. I'm scared, Lenny, I admit, my voice muffled. You're allowed to be. You know that, right? He ducks his head, resting his chin atop my hair. No one was expecting this, but I'm here to help you in any way I can. I lift my face, suddenly concerned. Why are you back? What about your mother, the Mixes, Finn and Lena? They are all fine, Lenny reassures me. Ma needed some help anyway, so Finn and Lena are staying with us. Besides, it's safer there for them. Unraveling his long arms from our embrace, he gives me that sly look of his. I came back for you, Princess, and being slammed against the wall was certainly not how I figured I'd be thanked for it, but I suppose violence is one of your love languages. I smile sheepishly, warmed by his effort to find me. I didn't think you would come back to Ilya. When you and the Enforcer were captured from the Mix's base, we didn't even know where to start looking for you. He begins pacing then. So my mother, Lena, and Finn, shockingly enough, convinced me that I was more help to you here at the castle than I was aimlessly wandering door. His eyes sweep over the hallway and each Imperial that marches through it. Voice low, he adds. We knew you would end up here at some point, and I'm not marked as one of the Resistance members, remember? I never even made it to the bowl because I was down in those tunnels guiding people through. And with Callum in the King's good graces, he ensured that no one would bat an eye when I fell back into rank as an Imperial. He grins, and I don't miss the triumphant gleam in his eyes. So I'm here to help in any way I can. You, Ilya, and Callum. I nod, smile, try to grip the shambles of myself tight enough to sound okay. I'm glad you're here. I may need you to force me down the aisle. His grin fades. I know this is hard, but we are so close, P. So close to finally getting the freedom that the Resistance has fought so fiercely for, even if it is in a roundabout way. And I know that a marriage is not what you wanted, hell, even becoming a queen, but... He swallows. You're alive, Peyton, and I didn't know if I'd make it back in time to ever see you again. I smile, sad and full of understanding. I thought I'd never get to see you again either. I'm just as surprised as he is when a laugh manages to escape me. His growing look of concern only spurs on the sound as I struggle to spit out. I can't seem to die, can I? I wipe a loose tear from my eye. What was it you called me? I can see the exact moment recognition lights his face. A cockroach, he chuckles, head shaking. You're a damn cockroach, Princess.